All right guys, welcome back to another senior CrossFit video. Today we're going to be going over a couple different movements. Kira here is going to be demonstrating for us. We're going to start off with our warm-up. It's going to be 2 rounds and it's going to be 10 step-ups, 5 shoulder pass-throughs, and then 5 good mornings. I'm going to have her demonstrate those for you real quickly. So 10 step-ups. This is our makeshift stairs right here. She's just going to step up with one leg, and then down with the same one, and then switch to the other side. So you'll end up doing 5 each leg. And then once you're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the shoulder pass-throughs. She's gonna use a PVC pipe or something similar to it, a broomstick, a Swiffer, and pull those arms back behind her and then back forward. If this is too difficult, widen your grip. If you can't widen your grip anymore, or if it feels too painful, feel free to put the PVC pipe down and then just do shoulder circles with your arms at the same time. Back 5 and then forward 5. And then the last movement we're going to do is good mornings, which we've done these before. So the PVC pipe on the back of our shoulders, our hands are out wide, our feet are hip width apart, and then she's going to drop her hips back, leaning forward, and then back up. Her knees are bending slightly. Show it from the side. She's dropping her hips back as if she's going into a squat. So we're not just bending forward and up. We want to make sure that you are dropping those hips back. So we're going to do 5 of those, and we're going to go ahead and do 2 rounds of that. And once you're done, feel free to come back to the video, and then we'll go ahead and do some stretching before the workout. Once you finished up that warm-up, we're going to go ahead and move on to the stretching. Kira here is going to demonstrate the movements that we're going to be doing. First is going to be a seated hamstring stretch. She's going to go ahead and put one leg out straight, reaching forward, grabbing her toe. That's as far as she can go. Just go down as far as you can to where you feel the stretch in the hamstring. Hold for about 10 to 15 seconds and then switch to the other leg just as she did. Once we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and put our hands on our chair or a sturdy surface. We're going to drop our booty off the edge, going down into a dip as far as you can, holding for as long as you can, 5 seconds maybe, just to get that stretch in the shoulders and the chest right there. Come back up. If you can, go ahead and do that one more time, holding 5 seconds. If you can hold longer, great, you're just gonna get a deeper stretch. After that, we're gonna go ahead and find a wall or just an angled surface where you can put your foot up. And if you see, she's pushing her whole body forward, moving her booty forward and everything to stretch her calf out. Go ahead and do that for 10 to 15 seconds. Switch to the other leg. And then once you're done with those stretching movements, feel free to come back to the video and we'll go over the workout for the day. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and start that workout. Today, we're going to be doing a 15, 12, 9, 6, 3. So that's the rep scheme. So you're going to start with 15 reps, and then the next round drop down to 12, and then to 9, then to 6, all the way down to 3. And we're going to be doing 3 movements today. Kira's going to be demonstrating them for us. First one is going to be a front squat. We're going to make sure our elbows are in front of the bar, hands are slightly outside the shoulders, dropping those hips back all the way down into the squat, making sure they're pushing those knees out and we're staying in our heels. If you haven't taken the course, please go back and watch our front squat video for a more in-depth technical look at the front squat. If you need to, go halfway down. Perfect, that's our modification. Or as far down as you can go where you feel comfortable. The next movement that we're going to be doing is a push-up. Since we've been having you do a modified push-up, I really want to challenge you to try to do the RX if you feel comfortable. She's going to go ahead and get off of her knees. Her hands are slightly turned out. Chest is touching the ground. Her elbows are grazing her side. She's pushing down and all the way back up. You can always put your knees down if you're on the ground. This is still a great modification. Harder than it's going to be on a box like you're normally doing, pushing back up. And then if you need to, just go down as far as you can and come back up. If going all the way down and back up is too hard, that's completely fine. You can go halfway. All right, and the last movement we're going to be doing is called a flutter kick. We have done these before. She's going to lean slightly back using the chair or the box here for grip, and then bringing one leg up, tapping on the ground, trying to keep those legs off the ground if we can. If you need to modify, keep one foot on the ground, lift your leg up, and then repeat back and forth. Again, we're going to be doing front squats, then the push-ups, then the flutter kicks, and it's going to be 15 of each, and then 12 of each, 9 of each, 6 of each, and then 3 of each to end out the workout. Once you're done, feel free to come back to the video, and then we'll go ahead and do some cool down movements and then work on our accessory movements as well. All right, we're going to go ahead and do some cool down movements before working on our accessory movement of the day. Kira is going to demonstrate for us. We're going to start with wrist flexion and extension. So she put her hand out, used the other hand to pull those fingers towards her face, and then puts her fingers down and then uses her hand to pull the fingers towards her as well. And you should get a really nice wrist flexion and extension after those front squats and push-up movements. Hold each for about 10 to 15 seconds each side. Once you're done, we're going to go ahead and move on to a standing lunge. She's going to use the box for support, and then she's going to spread her legs out and go ahead and she's going to hold that movement as low as you can without touching your knee on the ground. She's really stretching out those hips and pushing forward to get more of a deeper stretch. Hold for about 10 to 15 seconds where you feel comfortable, and then come back up from the movement. After you're done with the stretching or the cool down movements, we're going to go ahead and have you do a flamingo knee raise. So she's using this as balance, putting her arm out, bending her knee, holding at the top for 2 to 3 seconds if you can, and then tapping the ground and then bringing that knee back up. We're going to do 10 reps on the right leg and then 10 reps on the left leg. We're going to try to do 3 sets of that. So work at your own pace. If you need to take a minute or 2 break in between each set, that's completely fine.